Well, here I am again, building another sweet ride. At Metal Art Customs, make classics beautiful again. Making YouTube videos for all to see. I'm doing what I love. Check out my friends' channels in the description. Like, subscribe, and comment. Another sweet ride. At Metal Art Customs, make classics beautiful again. Making YouTube videos for all to see. I'm doing what I love. Check out my friends' channels in the description. Like, subscribe, and comment. Here I am again, building another sweet ride. At Metal Art Customs, make classics beautiful again. Making YouTube videos for all to see. I'm doing what I love. Check out my friends' channels in the description. Like, subscribe, and comment.
Good morning, everybody. Even though, you know, half the morning's gone. Yeah, I finished up yesterday's video. Okay, yeah. Let's get this side going too. Now this side's got, I'll just bring in and show you because I don't think I did on the other video. You can see that flaking? On this side, you got it all the way around. So I'm gonna go ahead and strip this side all the way down. Now remember, this area here gets covered up, but I still want to take care of any issues. Get me a new piece of sandpaper and I'll start blocking that out. You know, it would have sucked to have to take all the moldings off, but it also sucks to sand up to it too. It's a lot of work. And I'm using a Bondo spreader as a sanding block. Small enough to get right up to it, but yet it's firm enough I can get it flat. bring you in a little bit closer here. Adam just called me and asked me what he can do to prevent that right there. Well, actually, he said he's going to use some real thin gasket material on the back of his emblems so it prevents doing that right there. That will work. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll take a one-sided emblem tape and I'll stick the back of the emblems. Script, it's a little bit harder to do, but you can do it. On this piece here, you could put either one side or two side emblem tape behind that, and it'll keep the emblem from gouging down into the paint like that. Eventually that could chip and make it kind of ugly around it, or cause rust or something to that nature. But I just wanted to point that out. I know some of you are going to ask me about guide coat. You can see the orange peel as I'm sanding it. Once that disappears, it's the same as the guide coat. I can see it, so I don't need to put it on there. Some instances I do use guide coat though. Just depends. Depends on a couple things. Like right there, you can see that's not sanded, but it is out here. So I just keep going till it's smooth. See, it's showing up here too. I don't know if you can see it or not. Right there. See how it's a different shade? I'm sanding here, but it's low here. So I just keep sanding until that's gone. Here, let's, can you see it better now? I'll show you. Keep your block flat. You don't want to push on it. You want to let the sandpaper do it. And you don't want to keep going in the same spot. You want to move it around. That way you feather it out all the way around. See, it's almost gone. Almost gone. And like in the curve, you don't want to stop right here. You want to let that travel off of it. That way you're feathering all the way across it. Otherwise you'll have a groove right there, and you won't be happy trying to get that groove to look right. See there? I didn't even see that, but now it's smooth. It popped right up there like a zit. All right, I'll bring you back up here. See how I keep changing directions? And you really don't want to go in circles, because then as you sand that off, it's going to keep the sand, the dust in here, and you're just going to grind it down in there and cause more work for yourself. So you want to go like this. That way as you go across, the sand, the dust falls out from behind the sandpaper. If you just go in circles, it's going to hold that dust in there and possibly cause you more issues. hand sanding, I'm not wearing my mask. The dust is just falling to the wayside. Now, I'm not too concerned with getting 100% of that groove out of there. If I do, I'm gonna have a low spot right there. I don't want that. When I prime this, that primer is gonna fill those. So it'll be good. When I block it out second time, it'll be full of primer, so. There was a low spot right there, just like down below here. When you start seeing marks like that, your sandpaper is getting clogged up. It's time to change it. I think that's going to be just fine. Just fold it.
Turn a wrench, then get drenched. Crank it up for what it's worth. Metal art, customs, classic rock, classic cars, not so stock. Custom vehicles got custom visuals with rock and roll and heavy metal. With rock and roll and heavy metal. Got custom vehicles with custom visuals. Classic cars, not so stock. Metal art customs, classic rock. Turn around. Don't know if you remember a few years back in the fall.
time. And he said, hot rod streets and custom cars. We got bright lights and country bars. Got the fastest trains around. Get out there, go paint the town. Now we know what he's saying. Every time we hit the town, we bring the whole crew with us. Ain't nothing gonna slow us down. He said, hot rod streets and custom cars. We got bright lights and country bars. Got the fastest trains around. Get out there, go paint the town. They said, where did you come from? We said, a few hours away. They said, where did you hear about us? We said, a man told us one day.
I got a big block Chevy in my Model A, wide ass body and a narrowed rear end, chop top channel, no fenders. I'm chopping up the street, better tell your friends, man, it's so damn loud. I'm gonna bust your eardrums, I'm gonna rip up the streets, I'm gonna run them light to light. And I ain't gotta brag, cause the front wheels are gonna be standing tall. You know what I'm talking about. 10 cents. I'm gonna bust your eardrums, I'm gonna rip up the streets, I'm gonna run them light to light. And I ain't gotta brag, cause the front wheels are gonna be standing tall. You know what I'm talking about. 10 cents, 10 cents. Oh. I got a big block Chevy in my Model A, wide ass body and a narrowed rear end, chop top channel, no fenders. I'm chopping up the streets, better tell your friends, man, it's so damn loud. I'm gonna bust your eardrums, I'm gonna rip up the streets, I'm gonna run them light to light. And I ain't gotta brag, cause the front wheels are gonna be standing tall. You know what I'm talking about. 10 cents.
All right, guys. I realize that it's 4:30 already. Those bubbles, I don't think it's going to be an issue at all. It was starting to bubble up right there, and they ground right out. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers on this hood. When I walked over this way, I looked, there was a bad spot right in here. Almost every bit of that come out just by blocking. There's still a little bit, but it ain't enough to worry about. Once I get this hood all under Evercoat 4-to-1 high build primer, that'll block out no problem. Now, the reason I stopped where I didn't go and hit the spots that I need, is because I decided to go ahead and hit that hood and see how bad it was going to be. Now I'll pull the hood off and get it up on the horses, but I want to keep moving. So I'll get it up on the horses and finish it all out. I'll go ahead and get the spot putty done on that, around this, and button that up, get it scuffed up real good. And then I'll probably primer there and the hood, because that's the worst of everything. If I get the worst of everything done right away, it can set while I work on that one and the top half. The rest of this don't look bad at all. There is a few spots here or there, but they're minor. Man, it's a little dirty. Yeah, I think I made pretty good headway. I finished up the edges this morning on this side on last night's video. And then I went over there and started on that side. I went home for lunch for an hour. I come back and got that side pretty much done too. And this side, I think there's only the one area that needs spot putty. I'll get this sanded out, spot putty those areas, spot putty these areas, and I can get those sanded. Oh yeah, she's on a roll. I don't think the top half's going to take as much, at least so far that I've seen. I haven't seen anything it's alarming or nothing. So yeah, I got to get that taken apart yet, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the tail lights and this piece of trim. I'm not pulling the corner trim. I'll pull that emblem and that emblem, and a lot of it's just, yeah. Oh, he did want me to pop these off, and this side needed a little bit of adjustment, so I'm going to go ahead and pop them off too. Yeah, we're rolling. We be rolling. I don't know what day this video comes out, but I am not going to have a video on Christmas night. I want everybody to enjoy their night, spend it with their family or whatever you want to do. But we need to spend it with our families Christmas. So I'll be in here Christmas morning till about noon. I'll be working on this. I didn't get to work on it tonight. I gotta go. I got things to do. Otherwise I would. I'd love to get that transmission mount made, because then the engine and transmission's done. Then I can start doing my firewall. That's gonna be fun. If you want to watch that build, slide over there and hit join members. $5 a month. I know I sound like a broken record, but that car is going to Freedom Factory if I can get it done and approved. So if you will, help me out any way you can. I might possibly have a couple sponsors on it, and that'll be really cool. So yeah, awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to drop off here. Till the next one, have a blessed day.
Well, here I am again, building another sweet ride at Metal Art Customs. Make classics